Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley. And guess what? We got another absolutely fantastic show for you today. And I am so excited to have this guest on the show because she is going to enlighten us with a lot more on things that we need to know about physical fitness, the fitness world, and a lot of other things that if we haven't been working out and if we haven't been doing the right things, and it's summertime. Summer just came a couple of days ago. It's going to be here for a while. And you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your body. You want to get out there on the beach. You want to do all these other type of things. We got Joy Keller here, and she's going to tell us all about ideal fitness world. But I gotta say, I gotta always introduce my fantastic co-host, Michelle Cooley, who does all the heavy lifting here. And wow, without her, I don't know where the show would be. But she does all the heavy lifting and make sure that the show is on the road the right way. How you doing, Michelle?
Hi, I'm doing good. I am really excited about the show today, the guests and the topic. It's more about this great convention that is happening soon and how it's bringing all the just vendors, new fitness certified personal trainers, just everybody included to bring education. So we're really excited for this guest and to talk about the IDEA World Convention that's happening soon.
Wow, this happens a lot, I guess, in certain conventions, but you can never get enough fitness. You can never not understand and not pull more information in because everything is always changing. And so that's why I'm so happy to have Joy here today. And Michelle, I tell you, uh, I want to introduce this young lady once we talk about the title and the purpose of the show. But before we do that, wherever you watching this show, or whether you're watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, the eight different television stations, wherever you're watching, if you want to be part of this great conversation, go to the comments and give StreamYard authorization to show your comments and also your name. And we'll make sure that if you got any question that you want to ask Joy, we'll make sure she see them and we'll make sure that she answer them. Yeah, so Michelle, let's get this show started. Can you please tell our listeners and viewers what the title of the show and the purpose of the show?
Yes, the title of the show today is IDEA World Convention, ready to reunite the fitness industry. And the purpose of the show is getting to know executive editor of IDEA Fitness Journal and IDEA Fit Business Success, certified personal trainer, indoor cycling instructor, and yoga teacher, Joy Keller. Talk about what is IDEA Health and Fitness Association and how it supports the fitness industry, and talk about the upcoming IDEA World Convention and discuss different venues, the Fitness and Nutrition Expo, for example. So really excited to have Joy Keller on the show today.
Why don't you introduce this fantastic lady to our viewers?
Yes, Joy Keller. Joy Keller is an executive editor of IDEA Fitness Journal and IDEA Fit Business Success, and is also a certified personal trainer, indoor cycling instructor, and yoga teacher. Joy joined IDEA Health and Fitness Association in 2002 and brought with her a wealth of information about how to fine-tune communication channels after having spent her formative career years specializing in business-to-business journalism. Before she even graduated with honors from the respected University of Georgia Journalism School, Joy was offered a job at one of the most successful trade publishing companies in the Southeast, Shore Verone Inc. She made her mark in the automotive aftermarket industry as a creative thinker and journalist with intuitive knack for researching, understanding niche audiences. Joy has worked on several titles, including Auto Trim and Restyling News, Truck Accessory News, Digital Outpoint Magazine, Retail and Constructive News, MyTum Magazine, Ford Racing, and many more. Her passion, however, lies with health and fitness. She was associate editor of ACE Certified News while working at the American Council on Exercise and transitioned that publication from a newsletter to a magazine. She's enjoyed 20 years at IDEA, where she has launched several titles, including the award-winning Inner Idea Body, Mind, Spirit Review, Idea Pilates Today, and Idea Fit Business Success. She's a content creator and Media Web 3.0 advocate who takes pride in discovering the unique information needs of qualified audiences, and she is dedicated to serving those needs while following the highest available standards. The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, welcomes Joy Keller.
Hi. Welcome to the show, Joy. How are you doing? I'm so excited to have you here today. So excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here as well.
First of all, why don't you tell our viewers and our listeners where you at right now, and just tell them a little bit about you. I know Michelle said some things, but it might be some other things that you might want them to know.
Sure. Well, I recently moved from San Diego to Asheville, North Carolina, just closer to where I grew up, which is Gainesville, Georgia. I've been a business-to-business journalist for 26 years now, almost. My degree is in magazine journalism, and I'm blessed to still be in magazine journalism. In addition to that, I am a fitness professional. Dr. Cooley, your mic is off.
Let me add myself back to the screen. I said before I go into the questioning, I want to show our viewers this short video about Ideal Fitness. And so here we go.
Idea World's always a great experience.
It is next level compared to any other fitness conference.
You'll walk away with amazing education to help you grow your business, inspiration for your clients, new ideas, and best of all, you walk away fired up, ready to come home and deliver great results to your clients.
Whether you're a gym owner or a trainer, coach, yoga teacher, Pilates, everything.
If it's nutrition, if you're trying to own your own business, if you're trying to grow as a person, Idea World is for you.
Do you. Hear all this amazing education and do you.
It's way different than taking any type of online platform because you get to physically interact with the top in the world.
You get the chance to really get to know them, get to see them, feel them, and see them on this level and not on this level.
It's got a fantastic expo where you get everything in one stop.
Learn the latest on nutrition, new equipment coming out, new clothing lines.
My clients always see a difference in me the next week when I come back from this conference.
Our jobs as trainers are to help people live healthier lives. We need to have all the tools in order to be able to make that possible.
That is absolutely fantastic. That just looked like it's so much fun. That looked like it's so much fun. Yeah. Hey, Joel, can you tell our listeners and our viewers where you grew up and how your family inspired you to become the person that you are today?
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Gainesville, Georgia. I did not have the best start in life. My parents were high school dropouts, teenage parents. They actually weren't very supportive. I grew up in a house of neglect and abuse. We were working poor, but it actually worked to my favor because every time my father told me that you would never amount to anything, I thought, I'll show you. And so I learned early on that education was going to be my path out of poverty. And so I moved out when I was 17 and put myself through college and just kept going forward. So it was a very, I turned something that was not as positive into something that was positive.
Wow. So you're a journalism major. So what inspired you, and did you always have a love for journalism, Joy?
I've always wanted to be a writer. When I was a child growing up, there were two things I always wanted to do: write and help people. So, I spent 10 years waiting on tables, and to get a job being paid to write, there was nothing better in the world as far as I was concerned. But journalism is a passion of mine. I wanted to be an investigative journalist, but once I discovered business to business journalism, and I truly love niche audiences, researching them, learning their pain points, and coming up with creative ways to reach their information needs. I truly am very passionate about it.
Wow. Now, you are part of the health and fitness industry, and you're a certified personal trainer, yoga instructor, indoor cycling instructor. Did you always have a love for fitness growing up? And the desire to be part of this industry, where did it come from?
Well, I grew up with morbid obesity in a family that had morbid obesity. And I, did not like that. But when you're a child, there's not much you can do about it if you can't buy your food. So I started as a child. That's when I got into Richard Simmons. I read all the books I could. Jane Fonda started becoming popular. And I decided that when I grew up, I was going to change, the way that what I ate and how my body looked, or not just so much looking, but being healthy.
Yeah.
So as soon as I could, I started exercising and learning as much as I could about nutrition. And it wasn't until after I started working at IDEA, I didn't have the confidence to be a fitness professional. I didn't think that I could do that. So, but after about, I guess, 5 or 10 years, when you edit enough of this material, you learn a lot. And in 2010, I became a certified personal trainer. Then I became a registered yoga instructor. And then I became a certified in teaching Schwinn and Kaiser indoor cycling. And I never looked back. I absolutely love it.
Wow. You know what? Tell us about IDEA Health and Fitness Association, how long it's been in business, and what convinced you or inspired you to join this amazing organization, this amazing company, let's say.
Yeah. Well, we often say that IDEA Health and Fitness Association is the world's best kept secret. We've been around since 1982. So we're celebrating our 40th year. It was co-founded by Kathy Davis and Peter Davis. And it was originally called the International Dance Exercise Association for Aerobics Instructors. So they created something called the IDEA Letter, which is our magazine, IDEA Fitness Journal. It originally had 300 people, and now we're 10,000, 20,000 plus members. So we've been with the fitness industry since the beginning. And I wanted to become involved with IDEA because I was working at the American Council on Exercise, which I thought was my dream job, and it's a great organization. But when I found out about IDEA, I thought that is where I want to work, because the quality of the information and the quality of their magazines really resonated with me. And I set my sights on working there, and I finally convinced them to hire me.
Wow. Yeah. Can you tell us about your role as executive editor of IDEA Fitness and Journal magazine, Fitness Business Success?
Sure. So the unique thing about our magazines and publications and the way that we approach our communication vehicles is that our writers aren't really writers. They're subject matter experts. Now, some of them are better writers than others, but we don't rely on them to be amazing authors or writers. We get lucky when we do find someone who is also a good author, but they're really better at exercise physiology, putting programs together, research. So what we heavily massage and edit all the articles that we get. So we determine what our fitness professionals need, what their pain points are, and then I go out and I meet people or find the right professionals who have the information, and then I work with them on developing really pinpointed, unique, angled ideas for our publications. So We cover so many different topics that would be of value to a fitness professional, exercise research, but we really excel at taking research and conveying it in a very practical way. And Idea Fit Business Success was recently retired, but it was our publication for fitness business owners and fitness entrepreneurs, which is more important than ever as we recover from the pandemic and get things up and running again. But we do still offer a lot of business topics.
Okay. Wow. I tell you, we're going to take a station break, but we're going to come back and we're going to continue this great discussion with Joy Keller. If you want to be part of this conversation, all you do is go to the comments and put in your questions or comments or just say hello. Come become part of this conversation. It's your life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley. We'll be back shortly after the break.
Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hello. Hey, I'm James Cooley. I am the founder and CEO of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, Options, Opportunities, the Choice Program. Our primary mission is to help build a foundation of our youth and young adults and communities. And we encourage everyone to dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. And the way that you do that is, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are here for a purpose. You also have to be able to step out your comfort zone and do things that you probably didn't think that you can do.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
James J.C. Cooley Show. It's your life. Get it.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, we got Joy. Joy is really bringing it. She teaching us a little bit more about fitness, about health, about the conventions and the conferences that the Ideal Association has, and also how you can become part of getting better fit in fitness. So when Michelle was asking a question a few minutes ago about the organization and how they are able to help others out and the type of things that you do. And I want to pick that up on what are some of the types of things that they offer with all these fitness instructors in one place at one time. Do you all share ideas among each other, or just a script that's already laid out for all the instructors and the business owners and et cetera?
The conference itself?
Yes.
Well, we do have, this year, our fourth anniversary, we have 250 plus workouts, sessions, workshops. So some of them are educational sessions where you can get your continuing education credits, which is very important if you're certified. But we also have just fun workouts. Of course, some of the sessions are fun as well. And then workshops where you learn hands-on techniques about how to assess someone, for example, or how to properly use a foam roller. So that's one part of it. Then we have the parties at night where people come together and network and have fun and reconnect. It's a big reunion. And then we have our fitness expo. So there's always something going on. All the sessions are concurrent, and it's just nonstop. So to your point, one of the great things that, especially in particular this year, is that not only can you learn and have fun, but you get to reconnect with people and you learn, get out of your bubble and find out, well, this is what I'm doing in Fort Worth. This is what's working in my community, what's working in your community. And you can learn from one another. You can get discounts from manufacturers on equipment that you need. It's really, it helps you get through the year. That's one of the reasons why we're so excited to be back in person.
Joy, what is the theme for this year's World Conference?
We chose to go with the theme Limitless this year. And we chose that because, so many people during the pandemic had to, especially fitness gyms were shut down. We were not considered essential. So they had to reinvent themselves. And they either had to sink or swim. And they learned that they were far more capable than they even thought possible. So we wanted to remind people that they have a wealth of resources within them. And, you have to focus on taking care of yourself before you can take care of your clients, your participants in your community. So you just want to really re-inspire them and give them the tools, strategies that they need to excel and not limit themselves like a lot of us do,
I like that title. I like that theme for the conference. So tell us a little bit about the conference. I mean, who are the guest speakers? Anybody we know? Tell us about, the different types of presentations. You mentioned the different classes and, the parties, but can you tell us a little bit more about who's going to attend?
Sure. It's July 20th through 24th in Las Vegas. Our keynote is going to be given by Billy Blanks, the creator of Tybo. Remember from the,
Yes.
Huge. It's also going to be our Jack LaLanne Award recipient, which is a Lifetime Achievement Award. We're going to also have our Inspiration Award, Amy Purdy, who is the only double leg amputee who is competing in snowboarding on a world-class level. TED inspired Spotlight Talks that covers a lot of different topics, including a lot of nutrition and behavior change. Aaron Turner from So You Think You Can Dance is going to be there. And our sessions are going to cover, a lot of workouts that we present information, workouts, products 5 to 10 years ahead of time. Usually more like 5 years before consumers get it. So it's actually pretty exciting to find out what's going. TRX was debuted there, spinning. So you can really get ahead of the game.
So this is really interesting because even looking at the video and listening to you, let's say new equipment that's coming out that hasn't been out, it's coming out soon. What is the goal for the conference to alert and to make the trainers and everyone who wants to attend, these are the things that are new? Is a suggestion or is a recommendation is for them to might want to purchase this if they have their own particular, gym, or maybe some trainers have their own gym. Maybe they have, just basic video workout from wherever their home is. So what is the goal actually of this conference when it comes to the professionals?
Well, our number one goal is to inspire the world to fitness. And we do that through educating our fitness professionals from many different angles, including all the angles that you mentioned. So we are known for the deepest level education. I mean, no one does it better, honestly, because we're very fact check oriented, and we like to give people the best information, and we give them a lot of it, but we give it to them in a way that they can easily turn around the next day and train their clients. And we cover everyone. The personal trainer who works with children or with older adults or with athletes, group fitness instructors who are virtual instructors only now, or technology is huge too. We were covering fitness technology, fitness owners who need more information about staffing or how to be conscious communicator. We're adding a lot of information about how to be more inclusive and how every fitness organization or gym or club or practice is better when you focus on diversity. So we're just listening to what people are needing. We keep our eyes and our ears open, and we're just absolutely dedicated to inspiring them so that they can inspire their communities, because we want people to be healthy.
I think we might have taken a hit. I think we might have lost sync for a second or so. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, we're back. So you was on Inspired. Let me ask you: do a lot of the major gym chains like 24 Hour Fitness, UFC, and all, do they send their instructors to these conventions as well?
The smart ones do. Yes, absolutely. No, I'm serious, because the more educated your staff are, the better. So yes, a lot of the ones that you mentioned they do have budgets. The pre and post pandemic, it's probably a little bit different, but yes, historically, a lot of these chains and franchises and studios, the boutique studios, did have a budget for their staff to come to World, and a lot of these smaller studios do as well. And that's a big investment, because these are they don't get paid time off. Mm-hmm. A lot of them don't, especially the solopreneurs. They're taking time off to come to attend. It's an investment.
Yeah, I think it's an investment, but also that gives them a chance to stay abreast of the upcoming changes. And you're right.
Yeah.
The smart ones would do that because you want to keep your facility, your franchise, your organizations up to staff on everything that's going on, and also be able to create new programs within your programs.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So if someone is listening right now, and if they wanted to get involved in an idea or go to the show, how can they do that?
Well, it's open to anyone. You don't have to be a fitness professional. So you would go to ideafit.com, IDEAFIT.com, and there's the gateway right there. And there's so much information available, and you can also call. But we make it easy for you once you get to our homepage to navigate to all of the different areas that you would need to find out more. But it's open to anyone. I think a lot of people don't know that. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're not an enthusiast, and you may find some of the classes, some of those sessions on, fascia or your sacroiliac joint not as interesting, but maybe you would. So I think it's a great opportunity for anyone who's the least bit interested in staying healthy and well.
Well, Joy, for let's say someone like me who's not a certified trainer or doesn't own their own gym, if let's say I wanted to go, are there some sessions or classes that are free, and then there's some, maybe there's like a bundle packet if you're going to attend a certain amount? Can you kind of go into that?
Sure. Well, the Expo Hall is free. The Expo, all you need to do is go, and there's a portal for that where you can sign up for a free pass. Mm-hmm. And the Expo is free to all. And within the Expo Hall, we are offering free workouts, and those are listed on the Expo Hall page. Mm-hmm. That's free to anyone. And if you're anywhere near Las Vegas, I highly recommend it. I mean, drive there, fly there, go there. Other than that, the best way to attend the event, the best bundled price is to go ahead and join IDEA and be an IDEA Fit Plus member. And that's $199. And then you get the full conference, which is 4 days, 3 full days, actually, for $164. And that price is divided by 2 is 82, which is 1982, the year that we were formed. But, so that would package together. But you could also, if you're a member, do just one day if you want. And those days are $159. So we offer a lot of different options for people. And you can get a taste of it by just going to the expo hall. And then we would encourage people to try that out and see if they want to try a day, because even a lot of the sessions in the conference are very consumer or enthusiast friendly. Absolutely.
Joy, one of the classes you said that the conference is going to talk about, well, many, about nutrition as well, besides physical fitness. Besides the general, what to eat, what not to eat, where do you find where the nutrition classes are kind of like discussing? Are they discussing new products coming out, or just working with your particular, size or etc.? Can you kind of go into that a little?
Well, I tell you what, why don't you hold that question, because we got to take a station break. Okay. Michelle, as soon as we come back from the break, can you please re-ask that question? If you want to be part of this great conversation, just go to the comments portion, put your question in, ask this great lady any question that you want to. She'll answer your questions. We'll be back shortly after the break. It's Your Life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley.
Idea World's always a great experience.
It is next level compared to any other fitness conference.
You'll walk away with amazing education to help you grow your business, inspiration for your clients, new ideas, and best of all, you walk away fired up, ready to come home and deliver great results to your clients. Whether you're a gym owner or a trainer, coach, yoga teacher, Pilates, everything.
If it's nutrition, if you're trying to own your own business, if you're trying to grow as a person, Idea World is for you.
Do you. Hear all this amazing education and do you.
It's way different than taking any type of online platform because you get to physically interact with the top in the world.
You get the chance to really get to know them, get to see them, feel them, and see them on this level and not on this level.
It's got a fantastic expo where you get everything in one stop.
Learn the latest on nutrition, new equipment coming out, new clothing line.
My clients always see a difference in me the next week when I come back from this conference.
Our jobs as trainers are to help people living healthier lives. We need to have all the tools in order to be able to make that possible.
Hello, welcome back to It's Your Life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this education that Joy is providing all of us. And I love that video, by the way, Joy. I love that video, and that's a lot of great things that the Ideal World is doing in making sure that they are educating not just the fitness enthusiasts, but anybody that want to learn and want to understand better on how to attain and maintain your fitness level and conditioning. So listen, audience and viewers, if you want to be part of this conversation, just go out and ask this young lady any question you want to. I'll make sure that she get it. and you can be part of the conversation as well. Michelle, you was asking a question prior to the break. Can you ask that question, please?
Yes, I was asking Joy that there's so many events going on at the conference, so I'm sure there's discussion about nutrition. So besides I would say, a general information about what to eat, what not to eat, what exactly can you kind of break down on the types of nutrition discussions that will be held at the convention this year, Joy?
Sure. And nutrition and behavior change is one of our most popular topics among our fitness professionals. And as you and the rest of the world knows, I mean, there's so much information out there, and there's so much conflicting information out there. And fitness professionals, unless they're registered dietitians, it's not really within their scope of practice to tell someone to design, diet plans, for example. But there is a lot they can do. And it's some examples of some of the information that we offer this year in particular. For example, how gut health is related to nutrition, how nutrition and how to use it to help with osteoporosis, how protein timing, recovery, performance. So we cover everything, but we're finding what's more important than, not more important than nutrition, but a very what's a pal, a twin with nutrition is behavior change. So coaching, because that's, I think most people know, like, even if you have the right information, it can be very difficult to know, why am I still eating all this when I know not to? It's because, so many different issues. So that's a very strong part of our program, as well as behavior change coaching and how to help people overcome obstacles, like mental, within scope of practice, but there is still a lot you can do to partner with people and help them understand their reasons for eating something that's not as good for them as something else, and not to shame them either. And everyone is so different as well. So we do focus a lot on taking research and breaking it down and giving our attendees the tools they need to help themselves and their clients.
I think that's definitely very important. I think that not most, but some people do compare their body types to others. And that's something that should never be done, because everyone's body type is different. Some people more muscular, some people more leaner. And I do believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, health and fitness, you're right. It's not just the outside. You have to work on the inside, and it's a lifestyle change. It's, if you're going to exercise, if you're going to have great fitness, you also have to incorporate great nutrition with that. Not to say that you can't have a dessert here or there, but it's all about moderation, what's good or, best for your body. So Joy, can you tell us how IDEA supports the fitness industry nationwide? What sets you guys apart from the other, let's say, associations, other conferences or convention? What is unique about IDEA?
What's unique about IDEA, not only our 40 years of service to the fitness industry, it's because we care. We deeply, deeply care about our members and about the industry itself. We're advocates. We like to partner with other fitness organizations. We don't like to be adversarial, because we're in this together. So we like to work with partner organizations and companies to elevate the industry so that, heaven forbid, we have another lockdown, that we're considered essential, that fitness and wellness is considered essential. So we work very hard to educate people, to talk about legislation and find out more about legislation. And we, like during the pandemic, for example, we made sure that we provided a lot of information and resources on how to get loans, how to reopen. So we're constantly looking for ways to be supportive and to, again, elevate standards so that everyone benefits when standards are elevated, and we're all doing our best, and we're all committed to inspiring the world of fitness and inspiring people to be well and to be healthy, because what could be more important than that?
Exactly. Can you tell us about the vendors that'll be at the conference this year?
Well, we have about 100, between 100 and 150 exhibitors,
Oh,
and
okay.
they're going to be apparel. Apparel is one of the more popular areas. But we also will have fitness technology, lots of different software and apps, nutrition, equipment, all kinds of different products that you wouldn't even think of self-care products, things that like massagers, that you can, portable massagers, information to help you become a better fitness professional, but also different types of vitamins and supplements and programs. So I always leave having purchased a few items myself, a few toys, because you can get really great discounts on a lot of these things. I always come home with something, always.
Hey, George, so just looking at your bio is fascinating. And it says that a couple of things about your writing, how award-winning inner idea, body, mind, spirit review, and Pilates. And can you tell us a little bit about some of these things, some of your writings, and just want to get a chance to know a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, I'm glad you brought up Mind Body, because that's also a very important track within the conference, but also something that we've focused on and highlighted over the years through Inner Idea, Body, Mind, Spirit Review. We used to have a separate conference called Inner Idea that was focused on mind, body wellness. And we're still very focused on that and interested in helping people make that mind-body connection. So as far as my writing, business to business journalism is a little bit different, but I love doing research. I love talking to people. I also write articles. I am also a Reiki healing practitioner, so I wrote an article about incorporating Reiki into fitness. We recently ran an article about pets and wellness, which was pretty fascinating. It made me convinced that I need to get myself a pet. I love writing. I loved being an automotive journalist. It was fun to test drive a car every week and write about it, but it has nothing compares to getting to research about how your body works and how to fuel it for performance, and how you can use self-myofascial release to keep yourself, if you have plantar fasciitis, so you don't have to have surgery. I mean, come on, who wouldn't love that? I mean, to be able to write about that is a dream come true. And to educate people, I know that what I'm doing has a direct effect on helping people. Eventually, I'm helping to educate people who educate people and serve them. It's a wonderful job. Yeah.
So you just mentioned something about getting pets involved in fitness. I know Michelle. I beat her to the punch. I know she was getting ready to ask you that because she's looking over there at our dog. Yes. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Yeah, it was an article we just ran. Which issue? I can't remember which issue. I want to say spring or summer issue. And there's a lot of very compelling research. I mean, I don't know why it surprised me, but there's some actual solid research on how pets can help not only get, walking. How many people do you know who lost 5 pounds once they got a dog because they're out walking the dog every day? But also people who it can help lower blood pressure. It helps people, and a lot of people can't get out of the house. It helps them socialize and reconnect. It can encourage you if you have depression. It can encourage you to, and depression, it has a physical component to it as well. A lot of people would love to eat better and exercise, but they can't get out of their depressive state. So pets, dogs, cats, birds, they can help people step outside of their own comfort zones, outside of their own pain, and reconnect with themselves and others. And it can be a wonderful way to get back into health and fitness. Absolutely. And also just having another being around, it can just help in so many ways, mentally and emotionally, which is a part of fitness as well. Physical fitness is only one part of the picture.
Hold on, Michelle.
Okay.
You mentioned Reiki and mind-body experience. Can you tell our listeners and viewers that related?
Well, it's a very specified practice, and not many of our members or fitness professionals do it. We really wanted to introduce people to alternative resources and tools they could use with their clients, because there's the Alexander technique, there's Feldenkrais, Pilates, all, not to mention the many different types of yoga. If we're so you'd only go so far if you're only focused on the body. That's great, but what's inside? Like, how are you? I mean, if you look great, wonderful, but if you're depressed, or if you're down, or if you are stuck in a victim mentality, or if you have PTSD, that can affect your health as well in very real ways. There's studies that prove that trauma can cause can be a factor in diabetes, in blood pressure issues, all kinds of things. So we like to not only address the body, but the mind and the spirit, and that is the spirit part is unique. Of course, is unique to every individual, and I think it's worth the discussion. And that's up to we leave that up to our members and our readers to determine what that is for them and for their clients and participants. But we definitely advocate for it.
Wow. We have to take a station break right now. We're going to take a real quick one because Michelle got a couple of questions. I can see it in her eyes that she want to ask. And I tell you, our viewers and our listeners, it's still not too late to become part of this conversation. Just go to the comments and ask a question. We'll be back shortly after the break. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley. See you in a minute.
Dr. James J.C. Cooley. Yeah. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Come on.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, I tried to avoid not taking that break that time because we was deep in conversation, very, very great information. And Michelle, I asked you to hold back on your question until after the break, so you got it.
Yes, Joy. When the pandemic happened, we hear about the public gaining that extra 20 pounds and then some. They call it the COVID weight. Have any feedback been given to the organization about the struggles, let's say, that the trainers had besides business, but also about maybe say possible, whether it's weight gain or just any, let's say, the internal issues they may have come across, and how is IDEA helping them to get back on course?
Yeah, that's a really great question. It was a shock for everyone. It was a shock for a lot of our members, and a lot of them were prepared to go digital and virtual, and some of them weren't. A lot of them went out of business, and a lot of them decided not to teach classes anymore because they just got burnt out or felt there was a lot of reassessing that happened, a lot of soul searching for everyone. And that, of course, extends to fitness professionals. A lot of them, though, became more invigorated than ever to help themselves and help others. The besides the financial aspects that a lot of people dealt with, we found out a lot of people became jaded, or they either became jaded and how could this happen, like my livelihood, or they became, I'm going to double down and I'm going to power through and I'm going to reach these people no matter how I have to do it. And I think that's really the majority, because fitness professionals by and large are extremely positive people who are service oriented. And so the pandemic just, personally, everyone had their own personal toll, and depending on what their families happened in their families, a lot of them got sick. I don't personally know anyone of our members who passed, but I'm sure, unfortunately, there were, or their family members. So I think we're still, and we'll probably find out more information at this year's event, actually, when we reconnect and are face to face again, and we share stories, and we get to find out a little bit more about what the landscape looks like and how we can better help them. But it's really an ongoing question, and I think we're still trying to figure that out. But we want to help in any way that we can, and it's sort of leveled the playing field, which is not probably the best way to put it. But a lot of companies went out of business, a lot of facilities, and we're still trying to help the entire industry determine, well, where are we now? And it's bigger than a sea change. It's nothing like this has ever happened. So it's from challenges come opportunities, and we're hoping to help our members and everyone to figure out what the next steps are. And we already know that physical activity is very important to immunity. So we have a lot to offer.
Definitely.
Fitness professionals,
So Idea Health and Fitness Association, does this association have any podcasts or webinars that we can view? And if so, what type of podcasts or webinars do you recommend, or do you provide, and where can we find those?
Sure. Well, you can go to ideafit.com webinars, and we have those are the webinars, and we have some 40 plus coming out. We have several to choose from now, and we're developing more on a regular basis. As for podcasts, we have two primary ones. One is the Idea Pro Show, and that's a weekly interview show where we talk about many things related to the fitness industry, and that is hosted by our editor-in-chief, Sandy Todd Webster. And then our other podcast is called Listen and Learn, and that is the only audible CEC program. So you can listen to CEC articles while you're washing the dishes, while you're walking the dog, while you're driving your car, and take a test and get your continuing education credits. So that's a wonderful way to get your continuing education credits. So yeah, 2 podcasts and several webinars.
Yeah. What other projects are you guys working on as it relates to health and fitness?
We're constantly looking for other organizations to partner with to help, again, like I said, elevate the fitness industry. We're working on topic cluster pages. We have one on immunity. We have one on active aging, and those are open to anybody, and that's free content as well. That's available on our site, and we're trying to find out what it is that we're looking at data, and we're reaching pain points, and we want to make as much. We have over 15,000 articles, and a lot of those are open to the public. Anyone can read them, and it's great information. So we want to make that available through these pages where people can get information that they need on specific topics. Active aging is a very popular one, as well as nutrition and behavior change, like I mentioned earlier, and immunity. But we're constantly working on different projects. We also want to help elevate the standards, because there are no professional standards per se nationally for personal trainers. So we want to make sure that people know the importance of hiring someone who is certified.
What are some of the takeaways that you want our viewers and listeners to get from this great conversation that we have?
Well, the health, fitness, and wellness is key. It's if you don't have health, if you're not healthy, then how are you going to navigate life? But the conference is we're so glad to be back after 2 years. And we want to re-engage people and re-inspire the people who are out in the community, out in the field, teaching these classes, working one-on-one with these people who are trying to lose fat or for very important health reasons. Some of this is life and death. So it's just so important to prioritize your self-care, and to, if you're a fitness professional, to prioritize your professional self-care as well, because more than ever, we need to reconnect with our communities and help each other become fit and healthy again.
Wow. How can, just again, I know you already gave out the contact information, but I want to remind our viewers and listeners, how can they get in touch with you all, or even contact you personally if they needed to or wanted to enhance your services?
Sure, no problem. Well, ideafit.com, ideafit.com. They can call me, contact me directly at jkeller@ideafit.com. And all of the information is on the site, and we really encourage people, anyone who's interested, to please reach out to any of us, and we'll be more than happy to tell you more about our organization and the upcoming conference.
Wow. I want to thank you so much for taking time to come on the James Cooley Show. It's Your Life. And I think you just brought a wealth of knowledge that we all can lean on, learn from, and also enhance our fitness and our health. So I want to thank you for doing that. I always have to thank my great co-host, Michelle Cooley, that she makes everything happen. I like to thank all the producers, and E360 TV, and all of the podcasts and other that people are working on to make sure that we bring great products and great folks to the show. Most importantly, we're always looking for sponsors out there so we can continue to bring this great message to you and bring absolutely fantastic guests like we have with y'all. I want everybody to always dream big, think big, and be big at everything that you do. And I tell you, we'll be back tomorrow at the same time, same place, with the James Cooley Show. It's Your Life. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Joy, that was so wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was
I really appreciate the opportunity. I really love what you're doing. I love the positive message. I really do.
Oh, absolutely. And we love everything that you all are doing out there as well. And our dog wanted to say hello. Come here, Bella.
Joy, you'll be at the conference too, of course, right?
I'll be there. Are you going to go?
What time frame is it?
It's in later July. But are you like the master of ceremony, so to speak? Will you be doing a presentation?
No, not this year. I'm going to actually be wrangling the media this year.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe a lot of other things. It's a small company, so we all do 5 things. I'll be there though.
Is it going to be at the convention center or something? Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot.
Here in 1 and 10, let us know.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. We just got here, and really don't know what we're going to be doing from one week to the next, and we might. Who knows? And but we'll certainly reach out, and want to thank you so much again, and want to thank you, peeps, for making this.
Joyce,
Joy. Yes.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. So, hey, keep in touch, communicate.
Yeah. Y'all take care.
All right. You do so.
Okay.